Hello everyone and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. This is episode 2, meaning it's the first series on my channel, and the reason I'm doing this is one of those games where you start at nothing and through each episode you accomplish a lot. Alright, hold on, I just freeze framed it. I was editing and I said like 5 words in a second. Did you guys hear that? I'll play it. The reason I'm doing this is one of those games where you start at oh my goodness. I guess that could have been a glitch, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I was born a rapper. Anyways, continue. So what we're doing today, guys, is we're going to be doing some contracts, because contracts are very important. They're how you keep your money, and if you don't have money, like literally, I think I've said it before, but literally everything just stops. You can't do anything. So let's go ahead and pick up one of these contracts. Conduct a focused observational survey. Those ones suck so much. You have to get in like a very specific location on the Earth. They're usually around the space center, but still, it's kind of hard. You have to parachute down on top of them, and I think the easiest way to do it is with an airplane, but because I don't really have wings yet, I gotta do one of these other ones. So, escape the atmosphere. I can do that. You just need a lot of rockets. I'm actually pretty sure I've escaped the atmosphere already, but I didn't accept the contract, so I didn't make money. So I've got it now. Let's see if there's another contract you can do, because I think you have up to 2. I'm not sure how to change it if you have more later on, but for now I can only do 2. So I'm thinking this Juno basic jet engine into flight above into flight. Should be in flight. I think they worded that one a little weird, but anyways, we're gonna do that contract. Okay, I can't really do anything else, so let's go ahead and build a rocket. Alright, so here we are in the vehicle assembly building. I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. You can actually pull up your contracts and see what you're supposed to accomplish. That helps a lot sometimes, because sometimes I'm building a rocket, I'm like, where the hell should I put this? But with this here, I'm gonna go ahead and build a rocket, and I'll show you guys when I'm done, because this is probably like the most boring part of the whole, all of it, everything. Okay, so this is the rocket I need to use. I'm just gonna kind of throw it somewhere on my ship. I made these little attachment pieces, but that doesn't look aerodynamic at all, so I don't need fuel either, so I'm just gonna use one of these things. Just have it sticking away from my ship a little bit and make it a little bit aerodynamic. Just tilt it down or something. And then as long as the engine can stick to it and not break my ship, it's gonna be cool. Are we cool, bro? You guys probably can't tell what I'm doing, but there you go. And then I just need to go grab my engine and stick it on the end. Yep, there you go. So here is our rocket. I'm not entirely sure if that's gonna make it out of our atmosphere, but it should be just fine for testing out the rockets, so I'm gonna use it. If it doesn't, do both the contracts, you can at least come back and do the other one, so it's not a big problem. And launch. I love that part. Just the launching is super cool. I do remember the exhausts actually shooting out of the ports on the launch pad though. It seems like for the PS4 they made it a little bit dumber, but it's still pretty cool, so I'm not really upset about it too much. I'm gonna ditch this solid booster in a second, and then I'll launch my next rocket, which has to go a certain speed here. So it needs to go about 240 meters per second, and it also got to carry us up to a certain altitude. So I'm trying to balance it just a little bit. I want to carry it about there. So I need to bring down the throttle just a little bit because we're gaining speed right now, but it also, as it uses the fuel, it gets lighter, so it starts going faster as well. So I need to kind of like constantly keep the speed down so it doesn't go too fast, which does help a little bit because I need all the fuel I can get, because I also have to get to 11,000 meters, which we're approaching right now. Perfect. So that contract is complete, and now I seriously doubt we're gonna make it to space, because space is at 70,000 meters and we're only at 15. So I'm gonna use this fuel to kind of tilt us maybe towards the mountains, that we don't have to land in water, and also you guys can see just how big this world is. I also have some science to do, so I mean that I'm not gonna get too much, but if I go towards the mountains, it's a different location, so sometimes you get different science. So this stage isn't gonna have too much fuel. Yeah, like I thought, it was just gonna burn out pretty quick. And this one, I kind of use this little stage to help me land, because sometimes you're going a little bit too fast for the parachute, so you use a rocket to kind of slow it down just a little bit. Alright, so we're starting to approach the ground right now. I'm going to go ahead and slow it down so I can use my parachute. Okay, they're yellow and now they're clear. That means I can deploy them, and I'm not going to be too late this time. I'm always too late. So I'm going way up here. It just takes longer to hit the ground. I think that's why I don't usually deploy them until like super low, but occasionally that causes me to hit the ground too fast, so I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, so I'm approaching the ground now. Let me back up the camera maybe to show you guys how big this map is. Look at that mountain structure. Holy crap. This one time I took like a rover and I tried to drive up it, and it took forever, and eventually it just kept getting steeper and steeper, and I fell back down, but it's just so big. Alright, hold on, let me focus because I'm trying to land this. I'm actually going to use a little bit of fuel because I did have some left. Just a little slower. Oh, parachutes catch me. Okay, good. Good landing. Okay, so now that I'm on the ground, I can actually back up my camera towards the mountains and maybe show you guys how big it is that way. So there's that first little hill, and then there's the whole mountain. And it's just huge. And this is just one small little part of the whole entire map. Like it's the whole Earth. It's a sphere. And beyond that, this is just one planet. This game is the whole solar system. And all the planets are like that. They're all huge. Some of them are way bigger, and some of them are just little asteroids that you can like jump and deorbit yourself. But anyways, let's go and do some more science. Let's see if new location. Holy crap, yeah, it did. I mean, I guess not much, but still. Alright, so we got 7.3 science from that mission. That's pretty good. I know we also recovered quite a few parts, so quite a bit of money there as well. 6,455. I mean, that's how much money you get from like salvaging the pieces, which is always good. When I start making the bigger rockets with way more expensive engine stuff, I'm gonna recover them a lot more. But for now, let's go ahead and escape the atmosphere. Oh wow, this thing's going fast. I love the way that looks though. I wish it didn't look like that at the bottom. It doesn't on the computer, but on the PS4 it does. But oh my gosh, we're hitting about 4 Gs just then. I bet when I took off it was like 9. Ditch those. Yeah, I kind of knew that was gonna happen. I was going too fast for the parachutes to work. I was trying to recover those jets, but oh well, it's not a big problem. We are definitely gonna make it into space with this. The atmosphere is only at 70 and we're already at 10. I have a whole bunch of stages here, so we're definitely gonna make it. I'll put Valentina on, so the first person in space is gonna be a woman, unless I've made it into space before. I may have. Either way, good job, Valentina. Here we go. This is the last one. Just a little bit more fuel. Good, and then jettison it. And now our ship should be making it into space. I wouldn't be surprised if that decoupled engine follows us as well. Wow. Yeah. So 80,000 meters, our atmosphere, we've definitely escaped it for sure. See, check this out. So our altitude is at 90 now, and we're still climbing really fast. Let me check out the map real quick. Oh wow, we're only halfway on our journey. And this normally would be changing, but since we're out of the atmosphere, we don't have any wind resistance, so it's just gonna go along that trek. Actually, I think we're a little less than halfway, to be honest. We got quite a journey here. Going super high. Did I bring any science? Because right now would be a really good time to do science. Oh, by the way, this is new. It must have been an update or something. But this green line, I'm pretty sure is a radio connect. So like satellite signals can reach you. Otherwise, your ship's gonna lose control because you won't have a signal to it. It's kind of like a RC. I don't think it matters if you have a pilot, but if it's like a AI ship, like something just meant to be left in orbit, then you would need to be able to reach it with that green line to control it. Alright, we're going back to ship view. I just wanted to come over to the contracts, make sure that it's complete. And it is, by far. We are really high. We're still going up too. 165,000 meters. I'm climbing. Good job, Valentina. I'll see you down on Earth. Holy crap, we are not slowing down. and it's really hard to keep it straight up because it's trying to flip upside down because of the weight ratio. All the weight is at the top. Come on. Okay, starting to hit some wind resistance now. We're at full throttle, slow down. Okay, now my parachutes will work. Ditch. Parachute. I do not like seeing the ground come that fast at me, because usually that's death, especially towards the mountains, because sometimes in the mountains they're higher up, so the air is thinner and your parachute doesn't catch, and you hit the ground before your parachute has enough oxygen. Good thing that's not me. But I think we'll be jeez, I think we'll be good. Oh wow, we got 13 science from that. That's pretty good. And those are just rewards for making it into space, I think. I didn't even do any labs or anything. Not many parts recovered, so only about 970. Still 0 reputation. What the hell? I went into space. Like, I feel like going into space deserves some reputation, but I got none. I feel like I may have messed something up in the settings. Like maybe I get no reputation, but down there it says 69. So in total, maybe it's just a glitch. I don't know. Either way, I wanted to come into the research facility and use up some of my science points. So why does it look like I'm farther back than I was in the last video? I don't think I saved or something. I do know that I like my parachutes, so I'm immediately gonna get my parachutes, because having to use that rocket when you're coming down is a huge waste. Like, I don't even have to have that there as long as I got the right parachutes, and I could probably go a lot higher. So I bought that. I still have 50 points left. That is useful. That one has this ginormous solid rocket booster, which is really nice for getting yourself into space. See this thing right here, the thumper? So that's tempting as well. That's only 20. This one's 45, so I can only be able to get one of these. But there's a lot of science in that one, so I'll be able to make science faster. A lot of pieces in that one. A lot of airplane pieces. I'm thinking the science one, because then I'll be able to get the science points faster, get them back, go back, and then get the other ones. So yeah. Alright, and I also wanted to come into the contract facility and do a couple more contracts, because you need money, and I want to go to the moon. And if I wanted to go to the moon, I mean, there's a lot more problems with that than just money, but that's definitely one of them. I think one of the other problems I'm gonna have is my FAV isn't big enough to build a big enough rocket. I don't even think I can spend all my money, but we need to make some more contracts, more money. So test a heat shield landed at Kerbin. That's easy. I can do that one. Let's see if there's another contract we can do. Oh, the thumper. That's that big ginormous thing I was talking about earlier, but in orbit though. Getting that big ass rocket in orbit. I had a problem getting my tiny little Valentina in a sub-orbit, so we're not ready for that. Maybe in a different episode I'll be ready for that, but not right now. Alright, so I accepted 2 different contracts. One of them is that heat shield, you guys know about that. And the other one was testing out the small rocket booster. So I got just an adjustable booster right below it. I'm going to launch it right when I need to. So certain altitude, certain speed. You guys know the drill. Okay, so we're going the right speed. I almost have to turn my engine off not to go too fast. But we need to get to 9,000 meters. There you go. Oh boy. Oh, I kind of forgot that I can go a little high with this. I can't use my parachute anymore. Please stop. Oh boy. I wasn't expecting to go this high, and if you go straight up, you don't have much wind resistance before it just like hits the ground. So hopefully I can deploy my parachutes. I mean, I could right now, but it'd be weird if I'm going up and I do it. I'm waiting until I come back down, and then I'll deploy my parachutes, hopefully, if I'm not going too fast. Okay, we're good. I don't know why I was tripping, to be honest. I mean, it's a pretty lightweight vehicle, so it's not like it would have a problem slowing down. I am going to put time warp on because parachutes are super slow. And when I get close to the ground, I always take it off, because sometimes I feel like if you're at time warp on, You're actually hitting the ground faster. This seems fast. Oh, are you kidding me? I just broke my heat shield, so I can't even test it. That didn't even seem fast. I guess the heat shield is just super weak, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to land on something else and have the heat shield somewhere weird. Alright, because I'm trying to only complete one contract, it doesn't need to be that big of a rocket. Well, I mean, I guess some contracts are like that, but not this one. I just need to get landed on Kerbin. So I've got these landing gear things so it doesn't damage the heat shield. And then I got a rocket just to get it away from the launch pad. So this should work. I'm gonna have Valentina piloting it. Launch. Alright, so I want to land it right over here in this grass. I don't want to make it all the way into the water because I don't really like water. I'm pretty sure it would still count for as landed on Kerbin, but I would hate to have to click on the heat shield under the water. And this parachute, jeez, I'm already close to the ground. Jesus. It takes forever to deploy for some reason. I want to watch the thing hit the ground. Great, and I missed it. Thanks, parachute. You suck. Well, I mean, thank you for everything, but you suck. Alright, so I'm gonna come up here. There's a hotkey for the gear. Wow, that's cool. That's new too. The little sound effect that it makes, it didn't always do that. But these legs look like super sprawled out. It should still work though, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some science while I'm doing this one little contract. Might as well, right? I think I'll do the last one when I hit the ground. Why can I not click this one? It's like anything anywhere near the hatch, you can't use it. Nothing in the world should ever be this hard. There we go, I got you. See, like, if it's near the hatch and you try to click on it, it's gonna think they're trying to click on the hatch to get your pilots out or whatever. But I'm gonna recover it. Okay, wow, so we got quite a bit of science from that, about 12 science from just recovering the ship, and a lot of money too. 4,471. Still 0 reputation. Still don't understand it, but cool. Oh wow, you guys. So my facility is now at a certain rank or reputation that I can just start ferrying people into space. So taking them into space in a suborbit and then bring them back to Kerbin. So cool. That's definitely gonna probably be something I'm doing in the next episode. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a series, so make sure to hit subscribe to get all the new episodes. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Drive sideways.